How does the cost of living play into the fluctuation of the rates?
The rate, it's based on what we call CPI, which is the Consumer Price Index. Unfortunately, the way the government does it is they look at the third quarter of last year. So for figuring out what they're getting for 2024, they will look at the third quarter number from 2022, how it compares to the third quarter of 2023. We just ended the third quarter at the end of September. So when they look at the difference between those two, that's how they're coming up with that 3.2% for this year.
Now, you were mentioning, for us younger folks to start saving now, but what about those that are, 5 to 10 years out? What advice do you have for them in reference to saving?
Save even more. It is never too late. That's one thing. I mean, some people get that feeling. They think, I'm going to retire in 6 years. I didn't save all this money. I might as well not even try. But that's not a good philosophy. I mean, obviously, the closer you get to retirement, the more assets you hope that you have. If you haven't done a good job early, you need to just try to step up that savings amount as you get closer and closer to retirement. But the big thing is, for people in their 20s and 30s especially, compounding is a major miracle. By saving early, you can put so much less money away if you start saving, say, at 30 than if you start saving at 50, because of the time value of money, because of the compounding of that interest that you're going to be earning over the years. So even if it's $100 a month, even if it's $50 a month, if you could get somebody to start in their 20s, they're going to be looking very, very good when they get to retirement.
Yeah, what's your projection on the state of Social Security right now? Because, there's so many different conversations that, there may not be enough Social Security later for people like us that once we retire. So what's your state on that?
Great question. Basically, right now, the Social Security Administration is saying that they can keep paying everybody's money until 2034. In 2034, if everything stays the same, now they're going to cut everybody's payment by 25%. That's not going to be good for anybody. My guess is the government will do what the government always does. They'll shuffle and they'll do nothing until it gets right to the very last minute, and then they'll fix it. And the way they'll fix it probably won't make you happy, because one of the things they'll do is probably for younger people, not for people who are getting close to Social Security, but for younger people, they'll probably go ahead and raise that retirement age from 67, which it is now for anybody born 1960 and later. They'll probably raise that up maybe closer to 70 or whatever. Another thing they could very easily do is we all only pay Social Security tax on the first $160,000 we make. So anybody that's making $200,000, $300,000, and there are a lot of people that do that, obviously, they're not paying Social Security tax on anything over $160,000. I think a way that they could fix that too would be to raise that limit up a little bit, raise the age up against younger people. And when it's a problem for people, it's a problem for politicians.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Todd. That was very insightful. Lord knows I got a long way to go, and I ain't, thinking about it right now, but, I probably should be.
Definitely should.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Thank you so much, Todd.